Welcome aboard Blue Moon. I'm Jillian, and this is Jonas. We live aboard our 1978 Catalina 30 sailboat. Join us while we explore the West Coast by land and sea, while living in our tiny floating home. If you enjoy these videos, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more content. Thanks for watching!
Hello everyone, it's been a while since I picked up the camera. I have been crazy busy these last 2 weeks. If you haven't noticed, our posting schedule has slowed down a little bit. It's because I've had a ton of things on the go. Just recently this week I've been taking a permaculture course, which I've been really enjoying. I fell in love with the idea of permaculture only about a year ago, and I just think it's a really incredible thing. If you haven't heard of permaculture before, it's essentially sort of a philosophy or mindset around land management and developing sustainable, self-sufficient landscapes and ecosystems while focusing on regeneration of degraded ecosystems and protecting ecosystems that are functional and working really well. That's sort of like a really broad definition. There's much more to it, but I won't geek out on it today. That being said, my days have been filled with this course and a few other things that have come up and that I've had to work on, etc. That's just the way life works. But I've really been enjoying learning about this, and yeah. So my days have been super full. By the time I get back to the boat, I am absolutely exhausted. And most of the time after I shower, come back to the boat, make dinner, I'm kind of done for the night. So that's what you get to see this week. Just sort of a really relaxed evening on the boat here. Might be a bit of a shorter video because I really don't have too much going on in these evenings right now. I just kind of spend time to relax and absorb information, and yeah, so I'm gonna take you along. So one of the things we worked on today was actually grafting, so like grafting fruit trees. It was really cool to see the process. We didn't actually graft real fruit trees because it takes a little bit of practice and getting used to before you actually want to start doing the real deal. But we just used willow as a practice. It's really incredible what plants can actually do, and the fact that they can actually fuse together and become one species with energy flowing through both sides of the graft is just absolutely amazing, I think. So that was really cool to learn about, and I'm excited to hopefully give it a try someday. That being said, I took some willow cuttings home with me. These are just the practice grafts that I did, and willow is actually apparently a really good rooting hormone. A lot of you have commented that I need to feed my plants somehow, and I'm gonna do that with willow. So I have just some cuttings of willow, and I'm gonna soak the willow in water, I don't know, probably for a few days maybe, and then I'll use that water to water my herbs. They're actually doing really, really well. All the herbs are growing like crazy. Get some agua. Okay, I've got my bucket of water, and then I'm just gonna chop it up a little bit. Actually, I'm just gonna break it up. Break it into some pieces. Willow also just grows like crazy. I don't have a good enough piece right now, but if you just take a cutting of willow, it's actually really easy to propagate. That's both a good thing and a bad thing, depending on what you're wanting. But yeah, I'm excited to try this out. So I'm just gonna let this sit for a few days, and then I'll be able to pour it on my plants, and hopefully they like it. I don't know. It's worth a try though. This is also good for propagating plants. I mean, that's sort of the idea of rooting hormone, but I've been trying to get back into a bit more of a stretching routine, but I find it super difficult on the boat because there are no flat spaces, or at least no wide flat spaces. So luckily the weather's getting nicer, and I'm gonna start searching for spots where I can kind of do my stretching and everything. But for the time being, I've been making do on board, just trying to get back into that routine. I used to stretch all the time, and moving onto the boat, I sort of fell out of it again because I didn't have that space, and I don't want that to be a reason why I stopped stretching. So yes, I'm gonna experiment a little bit and figure out how I can use the space. Good. How are you?